We've started with yellow bars. Interesting start. Should I wait till there's full green part? There we go. Streaming to become president. Day 84? Yeah, 84. 2028 election is 1,308 days away. As usual, we're getting there. Let's see. We got green tea. I'm just on a green tea kick now. It's been so long, and I need that caffeine as opposed to all the decaf I've been having. I don't even know if I feel caffeine in the same way everybody does. I don't even know. I can't recognize the effect that it has on my body, but yes, we are playing Valkyria Chronicles. We finally escaped the woodland snare, a double dose of operations with some weird moments. But now I think we're going to be in Randgree, the capital of Gallia, and an interesting event will be taking place. I think we're going to end up finding that we're fighting against the entire world and not just the Empire, but that's fuzzy memory blocks and also what I've been picking up from the articles that I forget what the embedded journalist's name is, but it seems like she's been hinting, or the article that she's been writing is hinting at some manipulation of resources taking place, because they're still doing rare earth speculating and surveying. And I think that the Atlantic Alliance is going to want to take it without permission. Wonderful stuff. For their own war efforts. So that one's gonna... Anyway, so let's just hop into it. Play some darts, figure out what my workout for today is going to be. Find out. I think we can get one. Out with
Sega.
no. Wow, we're only missing a few. Although I guess I'm counting my chickens before they hatch, since I still can miss consecutively one after the other on this last one that I missed. Alright. Remind me after I'm done with my workout of... Let's see, so that's 2 misses plus a triple miss, so 5 that we're going to be multiplying. 15? 15 each. We'll do 15 sit-ups, 15 push-ups. Something super simple. Simple day. Then I'll conceptualize an idea of why I'm doing a workout for what I miss. See if you can figure out what I have in mind by the time that we hear or see which Creative Commons and open source projects have been utilized to bring to you, the viewer, this stream. Anyways, without further ado, thank you for the contributions to anyone around this or attempting to do something similar in the future. Thank you. Shall we flip that coin too to find out what language we're going to be doing for this playthrough? Ended up doing 20 push-ups. I'm getting faster at them, so I figured I could just push past that, but damn if sit-ups aren't a slow roll for me. Alright, 1,308 days left. Figure out that score in a second. Tails Japanese, heads English. Yeah. Right. We'll flip that again. Alright. Tails Japanese, heads English. Looks like we're going English this time around. Well, that's a lot of heads in a row, I think, huh? Alright. Info. Alright, what's that score? That's a 4, that's a 12, so 16. I'm gonna say that's a double 14, so that's 28. So 16 plus 28, that's 44. Plus an 8, so 52. Plus a triple 2, so 58. Plus a 50. Okay, let's get that 999. So 58 plus 9 would be 67. Plus 15. 67 plus 15. 67 plus 15. 82. 82. Okay. Oh. Man. I landed all but 2 of them. 82 though. Alright. So. Dash 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 dot dot and dot dot dash dash dash. Is this an inverse of the palindrome that we had yesterday? It was a horizontal palindrome. This one's a vertical palindrome. That's actually pretty fun. Okay, okay. Or this one has vertical symmetry, the other one had horizontal symmetry, switching between dashes and dots. Alright. Yeah, without further ado, let's play some Valkyria Chronicles. Oh my goodness, I'm getting views on my account on TikTok, and I don't know if it's because I'm harassing people, Elon Musk and libs of TikTok on Twitter, currently known as X, or if it's people watching some videos listening to. Oh yeah, but as I was saying, with the logic for doing physical workouts for every miss of throwing, so imagine you're in like a sniper context, or you're doing a ranged situation of like interacting with something. You would usually have an advantage of, like, if ranged is the advantage that you're utilizing, and if you miss, you've lost that advantage as they get to close ground on you. At which point, you gotta at least try and meet their level of physical prowess that urge them to rush in at you, as opposed to going with a counter-ranged initiative. That's the logic. Super roleplay hyperbolic, but It's fine. Oh, this one has a lot of addendum articles. Alright, let's see. The Midsummer Incident. Midsommar. Let's hope it's not as intense. Well, let me get my phone plugged in so it's charging. Knock knock.
Welkin Gunther reporting, Captain.
It's so weird. Hi, Captain Varro.
Hey, Welkin.
Oh, hey, Valdio.
You got called in too, Faldio?
I apologize for calling the two of you in on an off-duty day.
Oh.
Princess Cordelia has
There's a
graciously
princess?
extended
We're
banquet
dealing with a
invitations to the three of
freaking royalty kingdom? What's going on here? Come on, I thought we were fighting for democracy or something.
What? But why us?
It seems you two will be recognized for your successes at Vassal and more recent ops.
Vassal was the bridge, though. Okay. And more recent ones.
The event will be held tomorrow at the castle.
It's gotta be a different reason, right?
Oh.
Like,
I'm
they
not
wouldn't
really
be...
good with the formal stuff.
Unless they're, like, tuned into the nitty-gritty of the articles where they were lauding the 10th company, which is the the military proper, as opposed to the militia.
What, are you crazy? Do you have any clue how rare a chance to meet the princess is?
You know how rare it is to meet, like, any of the 7 billion people that exist in the world? It's, like, difficult. Hello? This one was just advertised and lauded as being something special. Just
They say
saying.
that House Rangries, the archdukes of Gallia, are descended from the Valkyrie.
Oh, this is that bloodline to be held into prestige in the little chant every time it's our turn.
If that's true,
Valkyria,
Princess
Valkyria.
Cordelia herself is a Valkyria, and we get an audience with her.
Okay, he's interested for archaeological reasons.
Well, yeah, I guess.
He's definitely not interested. It's just like, are they fish? Is the princess a bug?
Just
Maybe.
don't forget to wear dress uniforms, gentlemen.
Gross.
I'll meet you both at Castle
Do we get to fight in
Rangries
dress
tomorrow
uniforms?
evening. You're dismissed to
No
go home.
armor. It's like a little bit more intense of a combat where attacks are like that much more lethal.
Yeah. So much for my plans to go bird watching tomorrow.
Oh, that is a tragedy. Castle Rangri. Speaking of rhyming with Rangri, I'm gonna drink some of this tea.
I hope they don't mess this up.
Sorry to keep you, Captain.
Dress uniforms look so freaking gooberish. Like, you know, have you ever seen like the Admiral or the Navy dress uniforms? Looks so silly and to me, super goofy.
Goodness, Welkin, I hardly recognized you.
Yes,
For real,
Captain.
please.
Alicia helped me get ready this evening. She kept punching me when I told her she couldn't come with me. I'm still sore.
Can we trade places?
Well, consider it combat experience.
No.
Wow, Welkin. No grass stains or anything.
That does show some restraint.
Very funny, Faldio. Nice hat, by the way.
Yeah, I never did like the look of these ugly things. I've been boycotting them.
But it's the princess again, remember?
Hey!
Oh wow, you got
don't
an
all
early
look
start.
nice?
Different one, not stream boo. Good luck on your efforts. Lacan0026 and Lacan234. Sorry, I'm not one to add on Discord, I apologize.
Good evening, Miss Ellett.
Ellett,
Here to cover the banquet tonight?
What do I keep wanting to think that her name is?
You know it. Apparently, an ambassador from the Federation's been invited to the party.
Okay, so yeah, there's like some cozying up to the Atlantic
It's not
Federation.
fair to sign up an alliance between Gallia and the Federation at work here.
But Gallia's national policy has always been to shun alliances and remain neutral.
Yeah, that neutrality hasn't necessarily been paying off. mostly because the world at large doesn't give a shit about neutrality because they're dicks. They are dicks.
I figure it's mostly the idea of Prime Minister Borg, Princess Cordelia's regent.
So is the king dead, and so he's in charge?
Her youth is carte blanche to do whatever he and the other nobles want.
Oh, okay. So it's a matter of committing a coup to save her from the corrupt nobles. They're just working to become oligarchs after extracting all the resources.
For his policies now.
We're about to attend a banquet, and now I've gone and lost my appetite.
It's about time to enter.
I might have to leverage that a little bit more. Oh, we're doing something? I don't know if I'm going to be that interested knowing this kind of information. She's not even Valkyria, huh?
Your Highness, thank you for your presence on this occasion. Might you grace this assemblage with a word?
Is that Borg? Did it give his name?
Honored ladies and gentlemen, if I may, I appear before you today.
Freaking unicorn hat.
At the peak of joy.
You know, it's to symbolize
Now, two great
that she's a
powers join
virgin,
together.
right? Because unicorns only.
And the Federation pledge their allegiance as we seek to build together an eternal peace for
Just
Europa.
royalty is dumb.
Know this. The honor of dear Gallia, in fact her very freedom, is currently under attack and hangs by the thinnest thread you can imagine. But while Princess Cordelia remains on the throne, she who is the scion of the Valkyrie's ancient blood promise, no force on this earth will ever see this
What's the
nation
ancient
defeated.
blood promise?
Is that not so, Princess?
Why?
Yes, I draw strength from the Valkyrian bloodline, and my heart.
This
is a
sounds so
repository
damn
of justice.
fake. Like, if you don't think that the Valkyrie are real and they're a label of myth, this sounds so superficial. This guy from the Federation?
I am nearly at a loss for words. The privilege of brokering peace with you, Your Highness, has been the greatest honor of my life, and I thank you for it. With bountiful stores of Ragnite, and your strategic position between East and West, you've become the foundation of Europa. In this time of peril, the Foundation is
Keystone, not
grateful
Foundation.
and happily joins hands in crushing the Imperial threat before us.
They just want to be sure they're the ones who control us when this is over.
Mm-hmm.
Make no mistake.
That's some
the
IMF
Federation
loan
would conquer
bullshit
Europa
for
the
some
same as the Empire.
military weaponry
It's stupid.
on wars that were started by some other people.
It is hard to accept what he's saying.
As long as we fight as one, the Empire's forces will never be a danger.
I'm getting Final Fantasy X
We shall
vibes.
topple the Empire and rid the world of their threat. And then we shall unify Europa and govern under our great banners.
Wow, I'm not... This guy. Shut him up. So he's a noble, right? Yeah.
All of Europa. Well, there's something we haven't heard before.
We're not fighting this war so we can invade another country.
Ah.
Absolutely. All we want is to keep our homes and our families safe.
Now, my
So the
friends,
unicorn
let
is
us put an
something
end
different.
to
So
all
I'm
these
guessing like the
formalities and raise a glass to
what is
honor
it?
this historic alliance.
Orcavian
Yes, a toast.
mascot.
Shining future
There's
that
just a lot of
awaits.
flying people.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Or flying animals. Pegasi with horns.
Where are you going? I've got a bad taste in my mouth. This is garbage. I'm out of here.
I like Faldio
I'm
a
going
little
home,
bit
Loki.
more.
See ya.
Take off
Faldio?
your hat, man. Do a proper... Stick it to the man. Let him know. Do the democratic policy. You're wearing blue. Represent. Take off that hat and show them that you really don't approve of what's going on here. Maybe even stand inside of the hall after you were invited for like 24 hours or something like that, and you really show them what for. Sorry, a little bit of a slide at beating the record and overlapping the filibuster with a good example as opposed to the
glad
bad
that's over.
example of filibustering civil rights. Alright.
We should be heading back soon. I believe the exit was this way.
How much longer was what they had after that? Oh. Oh. What's she doing here?
Princess Cordelia.
I'm so terribly sorry. Are you all right, Your Highness?
I am unharmed.
I
Why do
cannot
you
begin
speak
to
like
apologize,
that?
but
It's so
please
sad.
Forgive my clumsiness.
Also treat her like
Do
human.
not trouble yourself. I bid you a safe return and a good night.
What?
Your Highness, are you really in support of an alliance with the Federation?
Lieutenant Gunther, have you lost your mind?
No.
Please forgive me. I'm aware that what I'm saying may be out of line. But seeing you tonight, I got the feeling that your opinion is being ignored.
There we go. See?
I am still young. All political matters are handled by my regent, Borg.
Oh, that guy is weird as shit.
Protection of Gallia and of the Valkyrian bloodline is my fated onus.
Like, she's dressed up like a nun or an abbotess, as opposed to him where he's wearing all the noble. Yeah, he's a noble, which clearly means that he's just that one transition over into oligarch. If they go to capitalism as opposed to feudalism, I'm getting the feel that they're at in this condition.
Protection
The
does
duchy.
not require my personal feelings.
My protection does not require my
I need
personal
only
feelings.
live by the laws set forth by those who come before me.
If we have a shit ton of Ragnite too, we might as well just leverage it as a, hey, we're gonna set everything ablaze. Do a California tectonic shift detachment. Make a moat.
I bid you once more, good night.
Your Highness.
Do you copy? It's me. The mark is alone. Now is our chance.
Why are they doing this? They already have a
Have
deal.
the armored car on standby. Once I have the mark, I'll be there.
What the fuck?
Well, I'll leave you here. Good night, Welkin.
Good
Like,
night,
I
Captain.
can't just leave well enough alone and then double down on that intrusion on the well enough not being left alone. Hey,
Wait! Hold it, Farad!
Barat.
Farad! Terrible news.
I bet you it's actually pronounced Faro and this guy's just a dick.
General Damon, what's the problem?
Princess Cordelia's been kidnapped.
Oh?
Kidnapped?
Yes, it was that Federation ambassador. He was a spy all along.
Why are they doing this?
So the Federation takes her under their protection, and Gallia along with her. Typical, considering the sorts of backroom dealings and extortion they've used till now.
I had nothing to do with it.
So get on it! Farad, you've got to get her back!
I would be impressed if he's actually surprisingly a decent guy with some hangups and prejudices.
Understood.
You know, the
Lieutenant,
Rosie style
get on your
character,
squad
but
immediately.
instead of the, what is it, ethnic divide, it's the class divide that he's needing to work heavily through, the only divide to really be working through.
Yes, Captain.
Not the only, the major one, the Omni divide, the Grand Line divide. Alright, Dreams of the Sky. Oh, are we getting airplanes?
Hey, Casey, what is that thing?
What?
It's an airplane. The first test flight succeeded during EW1. Now research is going on all over the world.
Whoa, so this is what one of those things looks like. Man, I want up in one.
That would be really fun to see, right? You know, that racing Grand Prix that was put on hold? These are the kinds of things where they're trying to weaponize the discoveries, so they want to hold it to themselves as opposed to letting it become more generalized and, you know, just sort of copying their citizens' notes for their war efforts.
Oh,
They would be
hello,
wanting to
Leon.
make this shit
Nice.
anyways too. Like, let them have the fun to explore as opposed to, oh, we have to critically do this, and allowing them to oversight other things like safety that then hinder the transition from war to peacetime.
Hey, Sarah, you got the day off. What are you hanging around here for? Wait, let me guess. Are you building this airplane, Isara?
Oh shit.
Yes, there's still a ways to go before it's complete, but the basic construction is done.
She is just set up with all these different innovations. Holy shit.
Leave it to you, Isara. You learned all this on your own?
I'm working from documents my father collected before his death.
Okay.
That's amazing. I'm so impressed.
Price is his name, and I need to remember that, because we only ever run into Leon.
So where are you flying to once it's all done? Going on a trans-Gallian tour, maybe?
First, I'd like to take my brother up in it. Once, when we were young, he and I were out bird watching when he mentioned it.
If this was a sitcom, they would go up into the plane and accidentally run over a bird, and then they just like land on the thing. It's just like, I am so sorry. And it's like, no, it's okay, fuck.
But I wish he could fly like they did. That's my goal. I've been
Well, then you're
pursuing this
doing it
project bit
wrong.
by
You need to
bit,
build an
and
ornithopter, right? The one that flaps instead of is propelled.
Oh, that's real sweet. Isara, can I ask you a favor? Please, let me help you build your airplane.
What?
I mean, hello.
I want to become an engineer of your caliber someday, Isara. I feel like watching you work would help me learn a great deal. Please, Isara.
Oh yeah, that's true. Hey, then can I help out too? Come on.
Look, come on.
You don't mind?
Of course not. I may not look bright, but I've been working my butt off in R&D for a while.
So if there's any like physical labor or anything like that, definitely know which steps to do, and then I can start learning a little bit more. It's like how it goes.
Well, thank you
Awesome
both.
shit.
All right.
His outfit is a little bit different from what I was imagining. Is that like actual mechanic overall stuff? Uh-oh.
That's the emergency siren.
I was thinking they were wearing lab coats this entire time instead of having like towels around their necks.
What's happening at this hour?
Let's ready the Edelweiss. I'm sure that whatever it is, it's urgent.
Absolutely. I'll help you prep it.
Okay, so this is more just to establish, or not necessarily more too, but this allows for them to have the engineers really ready to set up the tank even in the middle of a event, because they were moonlighting on other things. It's like bird watching and then suddenly witnessing a kidnapping taking place right in front of you. Alright, into the action. 30 minutes in.
We have an emergency on our hands. Princess Cordelia has been kidnapped by Federation operatives.
We can stop them. Bring out the non-lethal actions. Armored vehicle carrying the princess is headed for the port at the southern end of the combat area. Spread out your soldiers and stop that vehicle. Your objective is to disable the vehicle's engine and rescue Princess Cordelia. Use rifles and machine guns to strike the vehicle's weak point and bring it to a stop. Explosive weapons like tank cannons, lances, and grenades are off limits. The risk to the princess is too... You know when we shoot the tank, they explode from hitting the Ragnite core, right? This is what I'm talking about, where, like, safety would come in handy, so you would work on innovating the cars and the vehicles so that when the core malfunctions, it's not a danger to the people themselves, but it's like, no. This is handy. We don't want prisoners of war to leak our enemy intel. We really care about our enemy intel, so take them out if you're going to take out the tank. Alright, we've also got word that the Federation Special Forces have been sighted in the area. They'll be protecting the vehicle. They may be wearing Gallian uniforms, but they're real feds. Take out the feds. Don't think twice about pulling those triggers. The Dark Knight out there, you won't be able to get a visual on enemies past a certain distance. Stay sharp. Alright. Failure if the armored car explodes or reaches the harbor. See, it's an armored vehicle too, so the engine doesn't explode, or the car doesn't explode if the engine malfunctions or gets shot up. And you can then armor the vehicle after the fact of that safety measure being implemented. It's very much easier to make something lethal after the fact of it becoming useful. I don't know. But just making a weapon, it's a lot harder to figure out what utility it's going to have afterwards. Like, it's not like you're going to have an easy time turning a gun into a nail gun of sorts. But whatever, whatever. Alright, position units. Do I want any snipers in play? Can I add one sniper in here? Do we want Oscar or Catherine? Roof sniper. Yes, we're gonna go Catherine. Alright, then Alicia here. Then we'll have... I think it's just gonna be a ton of scouts, right? But we need our classics. Rosie and Wendy. Do I need a Lancer though, just in case? Do you think I can I'll retreat if necessary, but I do want that extra command point that he brings. And in worst case scenario, we can treat him like a, what's it called? A walking med unit. Very slow, lumbering med unit. Alright, we'll stick with that. I don't have any engineers, but that's okay.
Your mission is to rescue
Just
Her
want Wendy in
Highness
play.
unharmed. Failure isn't an option on this one, soldier.
Okay. I get it, I get it. So is Edelweiss going to be in
They
play
can't
then?
get
Yeah,
to
oh
the
shit.
harbor. We stop them here. Squad 7, move out.
大な招待。Send. Extra command, let... Oh, Admiral of the Atlantic. Damn, I wanted to see that.
To the harbor, full steam. The ship's waiting there to take us out of Gallia. Apologies for the cramped quarters, Your Highness. We'll have you comfortable soon.
Stop with this. What the fuck? So was, Brago okay with this? Or whatever the regent's name is?
Lieutenant, it's likely the ambassador has the princess with him inside that armored vehicle. Use firearms to stop it with minimal force, then recover the princess. Don't lose them.
Okay.
Tank shells, anti-tank lances, and grenades are off limits. You could harm the princess.
Understood, Captain.
Registered.
Rox, even if we can't attack with it, the Edelweiss can still block their path.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, on a narrow road like this, there's no room to slip past a tank in your way.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get the princess back safe.
Okay, so it shows where they're blocked off to. Okay. So do I want to start moving this that way? I'm not seeing any enemy units either. Oh, I could have put the sniper over here. And we do have a base camp, that's good to know, so I can do some retreats and then deploys. Alright, Wendy, let's see if we can get a visual.
If you're hurt, use some ragnade.
Okay, I'm not seeing anyone. Let's see if Alicia can spot anyone. Rosie's over there.
Pry the way open by force.
Where are these guys?
Currently in pursuit.
Okay, blocked there. You think they're gonna run us over?
Let's do this thing. Enemy sighted.
Oh shit. Okay. The vehicle's not there, so
Ain't no stopping me.
oh, I'll need to get closer. We'll go for you specifically. You in particular.
Enemy unit
Oh
neutralized.
shit. This is gonna hurt Rosie, I apologize. Or...
Let's do this thing.
There's gonna be enough damage here with... Yeah, totally.
Here I come. Mwah.
Can I get a visual on the vehicle? Okay, is that the armored car or is that a tank?
Get the princess out of there safely.
Yeah. Give me a sec.
Take a good look at your surroundings.
Okay. I see it looking that way. We'll get the Edelweiss moved over there.
Entering combat.
What's taking place?
Wilkes, do you see the vehicle's headlights?
Okay.
You're right. We can use those lights to tell its position and orientation.
Good to know. Move in place, because tanks have independent rotation on their treads. Hey, bud. I don't think you're gonna get past here. Can... Okay, we're gonna shoot the core. We're not gonna shoot the front. Excerpt from the Anthem of the Atlantic Federation, and then we'll read on the next one, the bottom. Excerpt from the Anthem of the Atlantic Federation.
What are you doing? Don't stop.
Go, go! We can't, sir.
Gallian tank sighted ahead, sir. It's blocking the road completely.
Turn around!
Clever little monkeys. Very well. We'll take another route.
Don't do it.
Tank. That's a militia model.
Not just any militia model, a custom-made militia model. Imagine, too, that you just get to take home a tank after the war. You fucks with the war? Shoot, shoot, shoot. Oh, damn it. Not even any real damage, what the hell? Oh, shit. Rosie's all turned around. Oh no. Wow, she has defense. What's going on there? What's going on here? Send your scouts. Bring them on. Cowards. Alright. May the bloodline live forever. Princess, are you part of the bloodline, do you think? Okay. Let's see how much damage we can do with Rosie point blanking.
Ain't no stopping
Are they
me.
gonna be shooting at me? Did it? Put it out. Oh, that's adorable. Alright. Yeah, we can just end. I'm gonna...
Target armored car sighted.
shoot first, then relay the information. That's actually adequate, I feel. Alright.
Try to get in front of it and block its path.
And done. Hopefully. I really hope that's obstructed enough. Oh, that symbol's indicating I can't move past there with the tank. Okay.
I'm on.
Let's get even closer, I feel. I just want to have some fun with this. We're literally shooting at a car. They must be cramped as fuck in there. There's at least 3 people in there.
Go down.
Ah, damn. Ah, damn. Ah, damn. It's durable. It's like the most tiniest fins ever. Doesn't take much to propel a vehicle, I take. We're just gonna be good, I feel.
I'm on.
Oh, there's some pretty cool tower over there. Alright.
Go down.
That is not bad. Alright, let's get a little bit of a head start. Catching up to them. Oh, I'm glad they didn't start shooting. Oh my gosh, I was risking her. Do not move. Alright. In the name of peace and equality, we join hands, I think?
Ambassador, the vehicle's taking damage. It won't last long at this rate, sir.
Oh?
Make it last long enough. It just needs to get us to that harbor. As soon as the
This
princess
ambassador
in
is
Federation land,
ambassador is
we'll own
dedicated.
this little country.
You won't though, right? Like, they're not gonna let you... But they're preserving a bloodline too, so I guess they are going to.
The vehicle's taking heavy damage. It won't be long now.
Like, Brago is totally fine with... If he's in on it, then he would be pushing for... What is it? That it's totally fine. If he's not in on it, then he's also fine with saying, hey, we don't need the princess anymore. Let's just actually move on to... But he's in cahoots, so... He's at least fine with the supplies that they're giving them. I don't think I made the right move with leaving. And... Oh. Hey, Alicia, are you gonna be okay? Are you gonna be okay? Oh.
Mr. Ambassador, Allied units have reached their station, sir.
Oh, how nice.
You don't get to be my age without learning to plan for contingencies.
You aren't making any contingencies, though. You're doing the exact same stupid shit that you always do, which is overpower other countries and force them into capitulation, right?
Damn. They had backup waiting in the wings. Keep an eye on enemy positions when moving, Sevens.
Alright. How do we know? Okay, we'll get that moved in a second. Oh shit, that's so far away. We'll get a few shots in at least. Wow, the range really cuts it off.
Let's do this then.
I got a little too close to it. No, we're good. Okay. Is this gonna be a straightforward match?
I'm on.
I think this is gonna be a straightforward one.
Go down.
Okay, we're good, we're good with it. We might have time for a skirmish.
Operation complete. Let's get Her Highness out of there.
We're getting a new command, for sure. Accounted as a destroyer? Oh my gosh. Oh, that was easy. Good on Alicia for standing her ground there, like, just being like, fuck you, you're not taking the princess. I know what it's like to be an orphan. I can't let this happen to a fellow orphan.
I am unharmed. Oh, good.
Being princess ain't all fancy dinners, huh? Gotta be hard carrying a whole country.
Can it, Rosie? That's the Princess of Gallia you're talking to.
Buddy is just...
No, it's quite all right. She speaks the truth.
It's awful in the castle.
As scion of the Valkyrer, it is my fate to live and die for Gallia's well-being.
What? I don't think that's what the prayer thing is saying, right? It's saying that Gallia is supposed to be in service to the Valkyrer.
Are you sure that isn't just your excuse, Your Highness?
What?
If you label the status quo fate, you can run from the responsibility of changing it.
You know, all the people are just like, what are we to do? We're in the end times. There's nothing that can be done when there's like so many different options. Like, I don't know.
You too, Welkin. Have a little respect here.
Hey, sir? As he
Every
doesn't
living
say
being
sir to his commanding
struggles to
officer.
live and pass life on to a new generation. They use all the instincts and animal wisdom they can just to live that one day longer. That powerful animal will to live is, I think it's a beautiful part of nature.
Okay.
Your Highness may be descended from Valkyra, and that may carry a burden. The old ways and traditions you follow may be important to uphold.
But we don't have enough analysis on them meshing with the way of the current world, so shaking it up a little bit and adapting is very important to take place right now.
But I hope that you won't throw away the will to live your own life because of them.
Adapting in your own personal way? I don't know.
That's enough, Welkin. Give it a
Right,
rest.
bro, listen to what's being said.
Perhaps it is as you say, and I have been running from responsibility unknowingly. It is indeed mine to consider my life's role within the Valkyrian bloodline.
What is your role, though?
Your Highness.
I am most envious of your ability to speak your mind so frankly.
That's because there's critical thought happening behind this head, and not necessarily any super critical thought, but critical thought taking place as opposed to devoting yourself to a system that hasn't justified itself yet.
But time enough remains to
Sort of
consider
thinking
my
about
will
how Trump supporters are just
by
like,
my own
oh,
will.
the art of the deal. Oh, I don't know what the joke was of back and forth of just like, oh yeah, these tariffs are gonna be, it's gonna be fine. Oh, retracting the tariffs, it's totally fine. Like, there's totally feckless, fickle stuff going on. And I just can't help the feeling that there's just this perpetual push to make fate, or design a fate of America to be exactly like Nazi Germany. You know, hyperinflation and everything like that, to be like, hey, have you guys had enough yet? Are you ready to capitulate to fascist demands? Are you ready to pick on your neighbor because we said that they're the ones who's behind it? You know, it's fate that you were pitted against each other, as opposed to being like, no, aren't you the one doing this? Like, your actions explicitly are doing this stuff.
Thank you for your words, Lieutenant.
Like, this would be some solid information to levy out to the Empire and be like, hey, if you want to, you can tell everyone inside of the Federation that they tried to kidnap, and then they'll pitch it as propaganda from the Empire, but there will be evidence being supported by the neutral party inside of this equation. And so it's like, I don't know. That's how you leverage your neutrality. Being open with all of your information.
Wow, even a princess's gut'll wake up and say hi when it's empty.
Princesses don't poop, though. I'm just saying. There's no way that they could. It's impossible.
I am.
Even stand-ins that aren't actually really princesses. It's just a condition. It's a burden of the
bit of animal wisdom all
title
humans
gets.
share.
Everybody poops. Except for princess.
Alicia, have we got anything to eat?
Some jerky in the tank?
You bet. I brought some of the cinnamon rolls I baked this morning.
Even better. Oh my gosh. I don't like jerky too much.
Here you are, Your Highness. Thank you, kindly.
She'll retroactively be like, oh my god, this is fucking awesome. I didn't have to go through the formal wear and instead got to take part in an operation to save the Princess of Gallia. That's not a cinnamon roll. Get out of here. If anything, it's an
I
onpon.
have not had such bread before, but it is quite agreeable.
Who gave you language lessons?
I'm glad.
All right, let's get Her Highness back to the capital.
There would, if this was like modern day, they'd be like, she's a robot. They replaced the princess with a robot, one that they can command at whim. Whim and will. The awards ceremony taking place. Was that not done? Huh. Fancy stuff.
And so Princess Cordelia returned, safe through the efforts
It's been a
of
while since we had the
malicious
narrator
Wad
doing stuff.
Its leader, Welkin Gunther, was celebrated as rescuer to the nation's sovereign and awarded the prestigious Gallian Medal of Honor.
Why not freaking everybody? This is like ignoring Chewbacca, you know, not giving him a medal and everything because what? Wasn't there a reason though for that too? I feel like there was actually not an adequate, but like a reason on the author to not give George Lucas to not give Chewbacca a medal even in that point, in the same way that the water farm had some paintings that were being painted over, literally whitewashed. Anyways,
Sir,
he's fucking mad.
for excellence in valor and deed, you are hereby awarded
Prime Minister Borg, join. You will be assimilated.
Your Highness, please bestow the medal.
I don't want to touch a dirty peon militia leader. He'd be the first person to hang me if he found out the truth.
Gladly. Congratulations, Lieutenant Gunther.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Though I have yet to reach an answer, your question drives me still. To understand my responsibility as sovereign and as a single human life.
There we go. Largo, pay attention. The princess is learning. You can too.
Oh, and know that one tradition already lies sundered by my will.
I haven't.
I had the cooks add cinnamon rolls to my daily breakfast.
What meals was she being forced to eat?
Alicia will be happy to hear it.
Lieutenant Gunther, you forget yourself.
I can't have you making the Princess Scion of the Valkyrie think that there's anything more than her responsibility as sovereign to the nation of Gallia. If that happens, she'll start doing things like stepping out of line.
Sir, my apologies.
Hey, don't apologize, you little shit. Stand on that ground.
With this, today's ceremonies are ended.
Coward.
Grace us with a word.
See how I go from 60 to 0 immediately?
Lieutenant Gunther, I hope your allegiance to Gallia stands firm evermore.
I'll pledge allegiance to people that are in harm.
Yes, Princess.
Lieutenant Gunther, I am sorry. There is something more I have not told you.
Uh-oh?
Please, be safe.
Oh, I think it's the fact that she is not really a princess of Valkyrian blood. Just an assumption. Fears of a patriot. I'm excited to take place in a skirmish. I think there's one that's like way back in Brule. Knock knock.
Welkin, I'm coming in.
Does he have a Darkson rug?
Sure, it's open. Ooh, is that
Holy shit.
Not bad, man. You sure made a name for yourself this time.
Purple Heart could never compare.
It was pure luck I was there. So have you seen the headlines? The ones that say nothing about the kidnapping?
Why the hell?
That reporter tells me Borg's the one pressuring the media into suppressing
Get
it.
Elliot on the case. That's the real writing on the wall that should be had.
But why suppress it? If word got out about what happened, Gallia's relationship with the Federation would
As
suffer.
it should suffer. They sent an ambassador that ended up spurning this. This is excellent leverage to keep them in a neutral position by continuing to pit the Empire and the Federation against each other. Borg is an enemy of the state and should be treated as such. Hang the man. Imprison him. I mean, explicitly imprison him. That's the first option. Put him on court trial.
We've got our hands full fending off the Empire. We can't afford a war on two fronts.
You won't be. They're fucking competent over there as the Empire. Like, literally.
So he has the whole thing covered up. I'll bet he goes on acting
Volume.
like it
Shallow
never happened.
analysis. Shallow analysis.
Wow. Welkin, this hurts. It's painfully obvious how shaky Gallia's standing is.
Isn't that? Welcome's just like, wow. Like an Elon Musk style response, except in the opposite direction. It's like, are we sure about this?
I know the world's history is an endless chain of big fish eating little fish. Both of us know the weak bow to the strong.
Is it though?
It's
Like, you
history at
literally
its
had a
nature.
whole bunch of countries that were existing as just regular fish cooperating as a school. There's not really any big fish out there that's that big. Unless they start partaking in cannibalism and they're bigger in scale because their population is dwindling. So it's like, no. That's not seaweed, that's a fish. But there's only two fish. I'm making a
minor
weird
nation
metaphor
like
here, don't
ours
worry
is
about
an
it.
easy mark, even before you add the rift within our army.
If... okay.
Welkin, no offense, but I hope nature's wrong this time.
You misunderstand nature entirely.
I don't know what to tell you, Faldio.
Like, what about carrion and everything like that? Or things that take down, like, wolves, right? Like, you constantly have wolves eating things that are larger than them frequently. It's such a bad use of that metaphor to say here. There's always a bigger fish.
Chapter 10. Liberation of Fausen.
Alright. This one's a double mission. Decorations tab? Oh, we still have tabs to unlock. What the heck? There's still tooltips to unlock. Oh my goodness. Meeting certain conditions as you proceed through the game may earn you decorations. You can view any awards you've earned in the decorations tab. Open the triangle button menu and choose the decorations tab to view a list of your awards, or after meeting a set condition, you can go to the audience hall via the headquarters tab, or Princess Cordelia will present them to you in person. Audience hall is now available. Personnel tab updated. Glossary updated. Cordelia awaits in the audience hall. Wait. Damn, given to a Gallian who has performed exemplary service in military or civilian office. So the reason why there was an echo in that audience hall was because there was nobody there to witness the award being granted for the kidnapping. No hints on how to achieve these things. Even a Purple Heart is clearly advertised to be who got shot in combat and managed to survive. Or injured. Well, let's distribute our experience for the easiest mission of our lives. After we attend the audience where Cordelia awaits.
How have you been, Your Highness?
Look how echoey it is in here.
Very well, Lieutenant Gunther. And all the better for seeing you again. I thank you again for the valor you showed in assisting me that night.
Not at all. I was just relieved to see you were unharmed, Highness. It wasn't until I saw my friends gawk at that medal that I realized how special it was.
Sucker for branding. Sucker for branding.
You truly are a rare individual. It is the duty of a nation to acknowledge and reward the loyal deeds of its people.
Yeah, I just feel like the acknowledgement and the reward are being buried underneath a whole bunch of rubble, and it's not good.
Medals and trinkets are the only form we have. But we ask
You have so many forms. Let me keep the tank after the war. Go send some repair over to Brule when this is done. I want hardline instances, or what is it? Contractual I want hardcore obligations, hardline obligations that Brule will be taken care of after the affairs of this war.
Yes, ma'am. And thank you, Your Highness.
Let's establish a thick net of bureaucracy that needs to be weeded out, or weeded through, knotted out, combed through. There we go. After this conflict is done.
I hear your accomplishments do not end with that knight's bravery either.
Wasn't there an invite specifically because of that? Oh, I guess she's alluding to that right now.
Lieutenant Welkin Gunther, step forward. In honor of your manifold accomplishments...
Shit, bringing out the word manifold? That's pretty impressive.
Highness, it's an honor.
What's this one? The Lance of Gallia Award. Gallia. Yeah, okay, we're getting multiples. Are these ones going to be advertised? The Red Heart? Crimson Heart.
May your allegiance to Gallia stand firm, evermore.
Ooh, is that the medic? Sweet. Alright, War Cemetery real quick, where we can pick up the... What was the command? It was an interesting one, wasn't it?
Hello again, son. I'm sorry, but I can think of no orders to teach you. My memory is failing me with age.
I thought we had one to learn from you.
I hope we'll meet again. Should you wish, you can likely find me here.
What? Okay, that sucks. Missed opportunity. What was the command?
Welcome to your worst nightmare, maggot!
Yeah.
Train all you want. I've got all...
Alright. So we're doing this, and then we will give the shock trooper, Rosie and Wendy, wonderful rewards. Wendy didn't do anything, but Rosie did a lot of work. Accommodated in that. Scout increase. Sweet.
I got no...
Through the sweat. Alright.
Good work, maggots! You're one level closer to human.
Oh, they do say level there. Class up, what? Upgrading your unit classes to elites adds a special bonus atop their normal growth. Some classes also become able to wield new types of advanced weaponry. Keep up the training and try to get all of Squad 7's units up to elite status.
Nation snipers! As of today, you are elites!
What? What? Okay. Wow. Oh, and I didn't finish reading the... Oh, and I didn't know what the Alliance's phrase was for their turn. Maybe we'll run into them again. Fingers crossed not.
Come back anytime you're ready to sweat.
Alright, R&D.
Welcome, bro! I'm stoked you're here, man.
Sweet. Rifle. Love accuracy boosts. Have I...
All set for you, bro. It's done.
Do you think it's been automatically moving these weapons up to the other skill, or have I been hindering myself without fully applying these upgrades? Oh, wait. Do we have a hand grenade? Yes! Figure it was about time. Alright.
Here you go, bro.
Is that a bigger payload? Is that what I'm seeing? Yeah, that's definitely a bigger payload. And here you go, bro. These armors have been doing wonders too, so I'm glad we have them. Edelweiss, any passive upgrades we can take advantage of? Beautiful, freaking beautiful. We love that increased range.
Whew, it's done. This one's perfect, bro.
I agree. Body defense up. Carbon coat steel.
Whew, it's done.
Are these images a little bit different too? No. Alright. Air tread, drive system. We're not really noticing anything. Oh. Yes, we are noticing upgrades. Oh, monocle sight. That's a huge one. Let's see. So, let's take out crit defense because we really aren't needing it, in my opinion. Like, if we get hit, it's been one-shotting us, and I don't really care to leave that our ass open like that. We'll start over again if necessary. Tread defense. About tread HP. We can take this one out too. Which then, with some rearranging of wonderful levels, we should be able to... How are we going to arrange these? Oh, it's not possible. Oh, shit. No, it is. Okay, we'll move this one here. This one here. This one here. And then add in our monocle sight here. Sweet. That's all. Now to the barracks to check and see if we have been not using our weapons too effectively. Squad barracks? Change equipment? No way. Okay, so the clothing has been upgrading. Oh, that's what we've been picking up. I should be walking over their bodies a little bit more often then. You guys... Yeah, we're gonna stick with this stuff. We just like the homebrewed weaponry. It's fine and adequate. Alright. I think with that we should be good to try a skirmish. If we think we have 20 minutes.
Hey! Dropping by to read the writing on the wall?
Yeah. Oh, they did get the princess kidnapping in to the paper. A wall exclusive scoop. It's gonna be dissolved into conspiracy theories because it's not being advertised by many places, but then the information is going to come available in the future, and then her popularity of journalistic integrity is going to shoot out the roof. Anyways, a wall exclusive scoop. Early morning on the 23rd, Princess Cordelia was abducted and taken forcibly by the grounds, from the grounds of Castle Rangri. Subsequent investigation has shown the culprit was Federation Ambassador Townshend in Gallia on an official visit. After a banquet at the castle, he forced the princess into an armored vehicle he had prepared and made for the port. Thankfully, his escape was thwarted by members of Squad 7 of the Gallian militia, who safely recovered Princess Cordelia in time. The Gallian government has declined to address this matter publicly, likely in an effort not to endanger relations with the Federation, while Gallia remains lodged in combat with the Empire's forces. Like, they're literally... Like... If they send forces out to Gallia, it is a matter of evacuating the people in a sneaky way to make sure that the battlefronts end up clashing first with the Federation and the Empire themselves, because they'll have the same intent traditionally, or it's a better way of weeding out their intent as well as you see if they have any different objectives to follow. The Federation would be going for the resource stockpile, while the Empire would be pushing for their own secret objective that Maximilian is pushing for. Both of them seemingly at the capital, though. But oh well. They probably have a ton of infrastructure inside of the capital that they can't worry about abdicating from. Did I miss any extra bits of info there? Nope. Okay. Wait, did I? Oh yeah. Alright, Militia Lieutenant Decorated. Castle Rangri's audience hall saw an award ceremony on the 28th in which Militia Officer Lieutenant Welkin Gunther 22 was presented the prestigious Gallian Medal of Honor, given to those who have gone above and beyond the call of duty in service of Gallia's interests. The unicorn emblazoned medal was presented by Princess Cordelia herself, who also graced the young soldier with wishes for his continued loyalty. That's a weird thing to ask, right, as you're giving an award to somebody. Will you still continue helping us? And everybody is like, wait, do we have that option? After the ceremony, Gunther addressed the press saying that he hoped to do right by this honor by becoming a better man and officer. Medal hung proudly around his neck. The Gunther family has the rare distinction of being among the first to receive this highest of awards twice in as many generations.
Da 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 da! I've got new material.
Do you? Oh wow, that's expensive new material. Squad 7's R&R. You'll come back to learn about that later.
See the writing on the wall again soon.
Alright. Let's check out a skirmish with some time that we have extra. So awesome. You know how we haven't been saving before operations? It's amazing no one has been lethally kicked out of the party. The squad. Dainana Show. Shotai, specifically? Alright. Skirmishes. Yep, sweet. Normal. Let's try it.
Here is a brief on the task at hand.
We received intelligence reporting Imperial activity in the area. This is your starting position. Oh, we're starting from the other side. Sweep in quickly and drive their strike force back. Your objective is to occupy their base camp. Good luck. We don't even know where their base camp is? Okay. How... This is going to be a tight fight. Okay. Let's place scouts relatively in the back. Our wonderful shock troopers in the front. Largo relatively close to the front. One of you have pollen allergy? Yeah, okay. He's got masochist title? When did that happen? Alright, then Oscar and Catherine and Cherry. Skilled assassin? Oh shit, that's gonna be scary, I'm sure. Alright. Let's see if we can get some quick combat. At not the expense of our teammates' lives. Loading, 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 loading.
Let's drive these Imperials back out of Gallia! Squad 7, move out!
Move out! I like the little eyebrow, move out! Okay. Turner's Windmill and Turner's Hill. This is a piece of cake. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 enemies, and I have 8 shots that I can be making. Okay, so we've got some that are undercover. But we definitely want to deal with... The accuracy is getting so pinpoint now.
I'm not done yet.
Target silenced. Head for the next
Silenced. Oh. That shock trooper is standing too. Alright, Oscar, let's do it.
I'll do my best.
Let's see, you crouched. Look, there's no way he can miss at this distance. Snipers for the win.
Yes! Man down, everybody be careful.
Yeah, please do. Oh, stop. Alright, then we will have our wonderful shock troopers start taking the battlefield. Find out how much damage is needed to hit them from behind cover with our damage boosted mag M10. Their armor is crazy tough too.
Yeah.
They can't win.
Yay.
Enemy unit neutralized.
Okay. One more shock trooper over there. Except for take out the scout. Is that shock trooper undercover? Nope. Oh my goodness.
You're gonna get shot.
Oh man, I didn't. I didn't walk undercover. Alright. Catherine, let's get you some practice. Our elite, wonderful team. Baby. With that added goodbye at the end.
You're doing well. Just keep it up.
Okay, then we send the scout on scout. Alright, we'll send Rosie in for the Lancer.
Let's do this.
And then Alicia in. Oh. For a double scout exploit. Hi, bud. You ready for this?
Here I come.
Target silenced. Head for the next one.
Oops. I'm definitely way overpowered for this mission, I feel. Alright, Alicia, you ready?
Moving out.
Can I? Try your best. Oh, shoot. This guy. Will I have enough damage to... Nope. Definitely not. Alright. Grenade it is. And do they have themselves outposted over there? Nope. So win.
Moving out.
Rude, 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 rude. Undodgeable shot. Hopefully. That would have been so awkward. Oh, I haven't been walking over the bodies. I haven't been picking up stuff from them. But done deal. Sweet. Whoa, water.
Operation
Come to me.
complete. We took their base.
We did. Yeah, I guess that fits. A medal awaits you in the audience hall for your merit. What do we think we earned it for? Was one of those pictures doled out until we, like the audience hall one doled out until we opened it up? I didn't really pay attention there.
Lieutenant Welkin Gunther, step forward. In honor of your manifold
Oh, manifold is part of the
hereby awarded this
repeated ones. Nice.
Highness, it's an honor.
What is this? They're so fancy. What the hell? I wonder what... I bet the design team had some fun coming up with those. Order of the Holy Lance awarded.
May your allegiance to Gallian stand firm, evermore.
Evermore. Alright. Not enough experience to worry about an upgrade or anything. Decorations. Given to a soldier who has performed exceptionally as by defeating an elite officer of the opposing army. I don't know where that one's from. Given to a soldier wounded in the line of duty, it stands among Gallia's oldest honors still being presented. Oh, so this is a Purple Heart one. Based on the Valkyrian lance, it is presented to a squad shown to have earned victory with exceptional speed. Don't worry about it. Right. Well, that's our playthrough for this time period. A little bit early of a cutoff, relatively, but we take it when we can get it, right? Alright. Do. Tomorrow, Chapter 10, Liberation of Fozen. Do. How many chapters did I say there were in this game? 18? Alright. Anyways, thank you for joining for the show. We're shifting over to our transcribing of silly songs that are definitely copyrighted and leveraged into mind-numbing manipulation material. Alright. I did hit save, yes. Yes. Sweet. Let us begin. Boska coil. Unmute. Let's start with the green book, even though we did the other one, or green one last time too. Arise, O glorious Zion. Oh no. These are songs that they're trying to use to leverage as like trumpets, you know, to call in that final dispensation. It's like call to war. 1 sharp, meaning that we're in G major scale. Yeah, I'm pretty positive that's the case. This one was written by William G. Mills, 1822 to 1895, and George Careless. Interesting last name. 1839 to 1932. This person lived almost 100 years. I think they were trying to spite their last name. We have an intro. We have 8th notes. Any 16th notes? Nope. Sweet. And then let's make sure that we're not dealing with an odd number of measures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Heck yeah. I'm traumatized by that odd number of like 31 that we had last time around. Was it 33? Anyways, paying attention to F sharps, we have a D here. Did that pick up? It did. Oh shoot. Okay, I'll turn that down. That's a little too quiet though for me. Say 42. The answer to life, the universe, and everything. A little bit louder. Heck yeah. Alright. And then since we're dealing with 16, we'll put this one here as well. Alright. 4 quarters, 1/2, 3/8, 1/8, 3/8, 1/8, 2 quarters, then 3/4, quarter. Alright. We have GDBG. Sorry. Did I say D? I meant G, D, B, G. Then an E and a C. D, B, E, D, B, E, B. Then we go E, E, C sharp, C sharp. And B, A, G. Then our lovely D and F. There's another. Nope, it's actually a singular D right there. Similar pattern? Nope. 4 quarters, 1/2, 3/8, 1/8, 4 quarters, 3/8, or 3/4, quarter. Alright. We go G, D, B, G. That's the same one, yeah. Then E, C, DB, GB. I already lost it. Oh, I really lost it. It was supposed to be a C. And then GB. At least I spotted the uncanniness of what I was doing in relation to what I had said. Alright, so FFGG, and we'll do that. And then ADD C sharp. Then F and D, to be fair and balanced. Not really, F and B. Then a G and a D. Ooh. Let's shake it up a little. 3/8, 5/8, 8s, 5 times. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Then half, 3/8, 8. Then 8/8. 3/4, quarter. All right, we have a G, G sharp, A, E, E, D. I already lost it. A, E, E, D. Not a C sharp, not a D flat. Then we have a E, D, C, B, C, D. All right. A little trill away. Then D, D, G, and C, B, B. And A. Then a chain of 8s. So we go GFA, GF, D, or ED, C sharp. Do 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 do. All right. Did I say GF? Yeah. And a BA, C sharp. Okay, so BA, C sharp, B, A, G, F, E. That'll be a fun one to hear. Then a D and a DF. And last but not least, 3/8. This one's got a stack of different ones. So 3/8, 8, quarter, quarter, and a 3/8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Then half, quarter, 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 and a quarter, quarter, 4/8. Then 3 quarters. All right, DDD at EDDG. And a GABCDE. Oh, was that supposed? Nope. C sharp. All right. E and DEA. Did I say EE? Yep. And a DCA. DDDD. We can do that. And a GBCAGF. C, A, G, F. And a D, G. Oh, I heard that. Okay, that is an outro, huh? Alright, next, instrument change, orchestra hit. Interesting. Let's keep it. I like this one. Probably won't sound too good, though. Alright, so our first quarter intro is a D. Oop. Shadow. Next, what do we got? 4 quarters, a half note, 3/8, eighth, and 4/8, 3/8, eighth. Then 3/8, eighth, quarter, quarter, 3/4, quarter. Alright, I'm seeing a G, D, B, G. Oh, hey, that sounds familiar. I like this one. G. And C, D, E, F. G. G. Alright, so. And a G, D. Oh, was I looking at the right? Oh, I wasn't. It's a G sharp D. Then A, I get that right. And then also a C sharp, A. Then a D, A. D. Alright. Then we have G, D, B, G. Ba-da-da-da-da. This one's this similar note structure, except for the third one is quarters instead of a 3/8, eighth. This one started at C, D, E, F, G. And instead of G sharp, it's just regular G. Then we have, similarly as last one, it's only one C. So we have ba, 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 ba. All right. Straightforward, and then a D and an A. And a G, B. Sweet. Next. 9. What are we saying this one is? 3/4, sorry, 3/8, eighth, 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 half, 3/8, eighth, 8/8, then 3/4, quarter. All right. B, B sharp, C, G, G, F. This is gonna be weird for me to type in, huh? All right, so weird. Oh, I'm looking in treble clef. I was wondering why we were doing a B sharp instead of just calling it a C. Oh, my nose. Of course, it's because I'm looking down. We were doing so good. All right. We have a C. Oh, there's some actual quarter notes in play too. All right, so let's get that. I said it was a C, and it's actually this higher one. Then an 8th at what is that? C, D, E. So E, 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 and that was a low A, or not a low A, but A as we drop down. Then C, B, A, G sharp, A, F. So let me see if I can get this right. B, A, G sharp, A, F sharp. Then I called out the treble clef notes. That's so funny of me to get that wrong. All right, so A, G, G, or sorry, A, G, D. We'll do that. A, and then also a D, E, F, D, G, G. I say D, E, F, D, G, G. GG, guys. I'm out. Then A, G, and an A. Then a D and an F. And why are we calling out a C natural specifically? Why are we calling a C natural specifically here? It's a CA. Interesting. Do we know why that was called out? I guess in the previous measure there was a C sharp at the very last note. I don't know. It's a weird one. Alright. Anyways. 3/8, 8th, quarter, and 8th. Quarter, 4Q, then 4Q, the quarter, 4/8, then 3/4. Alright, so let's get it in at B, D, AA, or sorry, B, A, G, G. Oops, too high. Did I say A, B, D, G, G? And then a GF, GABC. I say GABC. ABC. Then we go G sharp, E, A, B. And a B, B, G, A, C. Oh, that's actually probably going to be a sharp too. B, G, A, C. And D. And then also a BGA, CBA. Okay. BGA, CBA. Then a G and a B. Alright. Let's check it out with the tempo of 108 divided by 2, so 54. I got this. I stopped having it. Okay. Off by one. This is gonna sound a little clashy, I know. But arise, O glorious Zion. Okay, not bad. So, lyrics. Time for that analysis time. Do. Arise, O glorious Zion, thou joy of latter days. You know, the end goal, the end game, the wonderful project that we're all working on over a generational period. Colony ship, remember. Whom countless saints rely on to gain a resting place. We can't be like the Jewish diaspora that are treating it as nomadic lifestyle until, you know, this is before the Israel project and everything like that. Like, if they can't go to Israel, then where else will they be safe? And it's like, your home, or like the place that you're at, fight for it. Feel safe there. I don't know. I'm standing my ground here, basically, is what I'm saying. Working in the right way, quote unquote, to achieve it. All right, let's see. The joy of latter day, whom countless saints rely on to gain a resting place. Arise and shine in splendor amid the world's deep night. Such a dark day. Think of all those people fraternizing with each other, the good and the bad. We want to give the good a place that they can rest so that we can then have a carte blanche excuse to use, you know, AoE effects on the Dark Knight. Oh, for God, thy sure defender is now thy life and light. Sure, how's that going when you're feeling stricken with poverty when the, let's see, so IRI is a intellectual reserve ink. Then there was the property reserve ink. How's the property reserve ink helping out those that are actually in need? Do you feel safe when they're owning the properties and won't let you stay there? Like, when you're needing a domicile, do you think that they're ever going to open up the gymnasiums that they have as temporary shelters for people when the housing crisis gets worse and worse? Fingers crossed, but I doubt it. I doubt it. They haven't had a good track record of that kind of stuff. They more like to come in the aftermath of natural disasters and say, look at all the good work that our members are doing. That's us doing that. All right. From Zion's favored dwelling, the gospel issues forth, the favored dwelling being here in the Rocky Mountains in Salt Lake City. The covenant revealing to gather all the earth. And saints, the message bringing to all the sons of men with the redeemed, Jesus, okay, and saints, the message bringing to all the sons of men, you know, the manifest destiny quality of the American exceptional cult of Mormonism. They just are trying to co-opt America when they abdicated from the position in the first place. It's so funny how that goes. Traitors. With the redeemed shall singing to Zion come again. They're redeemed. As opposed to like the nicer way of, because this is like saying that you're living an evil life as opposed to it, or you need your redemption arc. And the redemption arc is up until and after you get yourself baptized in the Mormon way. But this is like inverse from, what is it, the Muslim religion, Islam? Yeah. Anyways, where it's termed revert, when it's just like, I don't know, you were just gone, right? Like you weren't living it, but now you reverted back. All right. Through painful tribulation, we walk the narrow road. What is this? And it's not painful for you guys. You abdicate that pain onto the unworthy frequently instead of bearing it on yourself. We walk the narrow road, the super narrow road of wanting a comfortable life and working towards that comfort. Oh, so narrow. The covenant revealing to gather. Wait. We walk the narrow road, but patient, firm endurance with glory in our view. Who do you think is living more of a Mormon lifestyle? The person that's like, oh yeah, I'm going to keep going at this streaming project, accelerating and ramping up its range more and more over the course of 1,308 days. I guess that's pretty shallow, huh? Because I'm still thinking in the span of a single lifespan, but I don't know. If we are in the final dispensation, do you think that there's going to be projects that are taking place that only happen over the course of 100 generations, or do you think that everything's going to be coming to a head now? Believe it or don't, that's on you. All right. I just wanted to play video games, guys. Come on. I just wanted to play video games. Look what you did. Okay. A patient, firm, and glory in our view. The Spirit's bright assurance will bring us conquerors through. They're fucking. You can't be a conqueror. Like, you don't get to have it both ways. Fuck. You don't get to force your way into the situation when it's supposed to be a choice being made. Otherwise, you're literally doing the exact same thing that Satan was shunned for as far as their preaching goes. He wanted to give it so that there was no choice of good or bad. Like, you were forced to do good and everything like that. That's what a fucking conqueror is doing, right? Like, oh yeah, no, you don't get the choice in this matter. You're going to become part of the nation of Zion, or going to be eliminated in that regard. We're going to kidnap those that are good and then leave behind the ones that are bad for their squalor and lameness. You don't get to use conquerors in a positive manner. Fuck. Alright, whatever. Oh, grant, eternal Father, that we may faithful be. Oh, that's on you, right? That's the test. That's the test. That's a reason why Jesus. Oh, yeah, literally, Jesus was the one that managed to pull off the sacrifice, was because he managed to stay faithful the entire way. I don't know. And then he felt it on the cross with the "why have you forsaken me" being like, I still don't understand what. For me, that means that he recognized, oh, this is actually for naught, isn't it? Because that was the last thing that he said. So in like the very last second, he failed the mission, right? Isn't that the last words that he spoke? I don't know. But you know that God had a tear in his eye as he turned his back to his son, dying on the cross for his purpose. I don't know. That, in my mind, would be a variable or a point of data that would shun the concept that God is a wrathful God, and saying that he is selfishly imperfect when it comes to his children, to the point that he can't really bear to see them suffering, even the most perfect of sons suffering. Whatever. I don't know the lore accurately enough to start making these kinds of assertions, but yeah, whatever. All right, with all the just to gather, and thy salvation to see. Okay, so, O grant, eternal Father, that we may be faithful be with all the just to gather, and thy salvation see. Sure. So they just want to make sure that they are staying faithful, that this is the right path that they're following as conquerors. Then with the hosts of heaven we'll sing the immortal theme To him be glory given, whose blood did us redeem. With that redemption, what are you using it for? Or is this a post-fact case? You know, Anubis style, like, we'll weigh you after the fact, but you definitely have an in now. I don't know. Shallow stuff. And if I were really into, like, really giving an analysis, I'd look at the verses that it has accompanying every single one of these songs. I do have some Book of Mormons I could be looking at if I wanted to. I have a Japanese one. I could learn some Japanese Mormon words, huh? Alright. Well, let's save this. Move on to the next song. Arise, oh glorious Zion. Bam. New song. We are working on, we did the Shepherd's Carol, so one's within a lowly stable. Eighth notes as the smallest division. Up, up, up. And 1, 2, 3. Oh, we might be odd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Only 12. Interesting. So we'll do 4 as well, but it's only going to be 3 of them instead of the traditional 4 that we've been dealing with. No lead-in or outro, so also G major scale. Words and music by Patti Smith Hill. Wait. So I guess they worked on it together, on both parts of it together, because it's Patti Smith Hill, 1868 to 1946, and Mildred Hill. You think Mildred is still alive or something? What's the relationship? There's no birth or anything for that one. Anyways. This goes half, 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 half. Quarter, quarter, 3/8, eighth. As well as, on top of that, quarter, quarter, 3/8, eighth. Quarter, 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 eighth, eighth, quarter, eighth, eighth. Quarter, quarter, 3/8, eighth. Got that? I'm sure I'll be saying it again, because I don't remember it. Alright, that is a B. So B, C, B, C, B, C. No. B, C, B, C, B, B. BB's Will You Love Me Forever? No. Then a C sharp, C sharp, C natural, D. Interesting. Then we go to our other notes. That other line, we have D, G, E, E. Then a D, G, F, E. D, E, F, G, E, F, or sorry, D, E, F, G, F, G. Oops. And then, what is that? What is that? What is that? It's an A, B, A, D. A, B, A, D? Abad. Alright, next. Half, 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 half. Quarter, 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 eighth, eighth. Eighth, quarter, quarter, half. Got that? Got it memorized. Quarter, quarter, 3/8, eighth. 4 quarters. Quarter, 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 eighth, eighth. Quarter, quarter, half. Alright, let's do it. Let's get those half notes in. We love the quick and simples. As we do another round of CB, CB. Oh, wait. Sorry, BC. Then BBGFE. And do a DEE. No, a DED. Then we have ourselves. What am I looking at here? DGEE. And DGFE. Then DGBAG. Oh wait, did I get those? Yeah, I did. Then we have an F, C sharp, B. And lastly, for once within a lowly stable, within is lowercase. What's the logic for all these capitalizations and lower cases? There doesn't have to be a logic necessarily, but still. All right, this one is quarter, half, quarter, half, quarter, half. Then also a quarter, eighth, quarter, half, quarter. No, and then it's the same. All right, sweet. This one has 3 notes coming up from the bass clef, I think. A little bit. Interesting. All right, so let's go DDD. Bam, bam, bam. And then also, an FFGAB. And also a BA. Then another DDD and an EEG. And a DEB. Or sorry, DCB. So many notes. Then we have an EGGB. And a G, probably, okay, well, there's 3 notes and then it's 2 afterwards, so let's get that G and C. Alright, then we go ED, G. Oh, I could have noted that there were 4 G's in a row, my bad. Alright, then CCB. And a BAG. All done on there. Time for the bass clef. Instrument, randomization, new distortion. How does that sound? Away in a manger, we rock it away. Alright. Half. Quarter, half. Sorry, half. Quarter, half. And also, quarter, 3/8, quarter, half. Sweet. Get those halves in. G. Then we low enough? That's actually probably the higher G, isn't it? That sounds better. Not really better, but better. Alright, then also a EG of higher. Then we have a AG. DF. Then we're into our regular non-hollowed out notes. GDEF. Then GDEF again, but with different tempo. And a lovely G octave G. And that's it. Sweet. Drag and drop, new. Half, 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 half. Quarter, quarter, half, half, half. Then on top of that, we have a quarter, quarter, 3/8, eighth, 4 quarters, quarter, quarter, half, quarter, quarter, half. All right. I believe these are G's again. And then a E, B. Then an F sharp, B. Wait, was that the next one or on top of each other? Oh no, oh no. I have lost my track. I did lose track. Oh no. This was actually supposed to be here. Then F sharp, B, and B octave. Yeah, we're looking at a B octave. Alright, now for our regulars. Wherever they may be, where am I spotting? GDEF, GDEF. Cool. Da 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 da. Alright. G octave G. Very, very similar. B, A sharp. Then we're on the next one. Oh yes, we're on the last one. We go quarter, quarter, half, 4 quarters, 4 quarters, quarter, quarter, half. Right, the outro. DCB. Then ADGG. I say 80. Yeah. ADGG, CC, BE, and a G there as well. Then we have an ADG, and an EFG. That definitely is an outro. All right. 2 verses. Let's hear this at the tempo of 92 divided by 2, so 46. Oh, that was too early. such a trumpet. We're going to go with acoustic code sounds fine. Alright, let's switch this one up instead. Just don't like purple on purple. Sweet. Alright, what are the lyrics for Once Within a Lowly Stable? Once within a lowly stable, good start, where the sheep and oxen lay, a loving mother laid her baby in a manger filled with hay. Mary was the mother there, and the Christ that baby fair. Again, with the visualization, like they're trying to get these kids into a hallucinatory state. Alright. God sent us this loving baby from his home in heaven above, and he came down to show all people how to help and how to love. He was doing this as a baby, by the way, so if you're not a good kid, then that's a skill issue, bro. Alright, this is why the angel's bright sang for joy that Christmas night. I wonder how many parents have internalized the story of baby Jesus being super perfect and expect that of their kids too, and so that's why they end up getting so aggressive against their kids. Like you have a lot of domestic abuse inside of religious families like the Mormon church, from lived experience personally, but not touching on that too much. All right, yeah, I don't know. Then also they end up doing like the gaslighting thing too, where it's just like, I just don't know where I failed you, I'm a bad parent. And it's just like, maybe do some critical thought and recognize that you don't have the conditions to actually have a, you know, good time raising kids, because you're deferring too much to things outside of your control. Anyways, and also setting a standard that's a little bit unreasonable. Perfect. Gotta be perfect. No, I didn't say the song. I also think I slapped the camera or microphone. My bad. And we name that song. It was Once Within. Even in the glossary or the contents, it's lowercase too. Once within a lowly stable. Yep. All right. 2 minutes and 13 minutes. This is a pretty short one, but we're gonna call it good for the day. Yeah, we're not gonna try and do another one, are we? No, this one's in 3/4 time and 2 pages. We're gonna save that for tomorrow. 3 fucking person. Anonymous, about 1883 in Philadelphia. Music by Charles H. Gabriel, 1856 to 1932. Alright, yep. We are done for the day. Have a good one out there. Take care, stay safe. Good luck, have fun. We'll see you tomorrow. Wait, let's test out an outro bit too. We're closing down everything here so it looks more minimalized on you guys. Oh, do I want to turn off the... Oh, maybe I could make another scene of the broadcast room with everything turned off so it's just the background visuals. We'll save that for another time. But yes, again, see you tomorrow.